To configure WSUS, run the admin tool, Windows Server Update Services from the Start menu. On the Start screen, you can see some statistics about the WSUS server. When you start using WSUS, this provides a quick rundown on how your server and the status of the clients. Since this WSUS server has just been installed, the statistics are all zero. To configure your WSUS, expand down on the admin tool until you get to the options. Some of the options are already configured. These were configured by the Startup Configuration Wizard when I first installed WSUS. The first thing you want to set up is the source of the source server where your updates will be downloaded from. From the Install Wizard, I select Windows Update. If I select the second option, I can change it to another WSUS server. Notice also I can select the option, this server is a replica of the upstream server. This is the same option that was available in the original WSUS Wizard. Notice that when I select this option, I got a message saying that all other options have been disabled. This is how you change an existing WSUS server into a replicator. If I set the option back to Windows Update and select the Proxy tab, I can change the proxy setting used to download the updates. The next option allows you to change the products and classifications. If you wish, you can select all the products here. But however, this will increase the size of your downloads. If you don't have enough space, that will not be a good thing for your network. In a moment, I'm going to perform the first synchronization. For this reason, I will deselect all other products. I will also go through and deselect any old operating system not used on the network. This will help speed up the initial sync. If you are not sure if a product is being used on your network, you should select it, otherwise WSUS will not download any updates for that product. At any time, you can come in and of course change these options. On the classification tabs, you can decide which types of updates you want to install. To speed up the initial sync, I'm going to select security and critical updates. The type of updates you select is dependent on your needs. I've seen some network install everything other than service packs due to their size and time it takes to install. I'm sure that none of our end users want to wait 5 to 10 minutes for the computer to start up one morning because a service pack was installed. Remember, however, unless you approve the update, it will not be installed. If you have plenty of hard disk space, I would personally select everything, and then you can choose later on which updates you want to install. If I select the option Updates Files and Languages, I can choose how the updates will be stored on the server. Download update files to this server only when updates are approved, which means that updates will not be installed until the admin has agreed to do so. The option Download Express Installation Files makes the download files larger. However, they are more intelligent in the way they update the operating system. This means they own replace files that need to be replaced and thus tend to install faster. However, the trade-off is that files are larger in this way. If you select the option Do Not Store Updates locally, this will force the clients to download the updates from Windows Update directly. If you have limited hard disk space, you may want to select this option, or if you have high-speed link to the internet and very few clients. Remember though, if your clients are correctly configured, they won't be able to download any updates from Microsoft unless you approve them still. On the language screen, you can add additional languages if required. If I now select the option Synchronize Schedule, where you can decide when WSUS will sync. By default, it's once per day. You can set this up to 24 times a day. When configuring settings like this, keep in mind Patch Tuesday. Patch Tuesday is the second Tuesday of every month when Microsoft releases security updates. Microsoft do release patches at other times if there is enough need, but try to follow this schedule whenever possible. Depending on your environment, a lot of time to look for these patches may be a considerable drag to your network. If I select the option Automatic Approvals, I can select the option Default Automatic Approval Rule. As you can see down the bottom of the screen, critical and security updates will be approved on all computers when they are released. Selecting this option will reduce your WSUS administration. However, also means that untested updates will be deployed on your network right away. On the Advanced tab, WSUS has the ability to automatically approve updates that are for the WSUS product itself. Also notice that two options revisions of updates. Sometimes Microsoft will release revisions for an update. When these tick boxes tick, a revision of an update will automatically be installed, even though it has not been approved as long as the original update was approved. Notice also the option automatically decline updates when a new revision causes them to expire. This means if a newer update is released, the old update will automatically be declined. If I exit out of here and select the option Computers, I can set how computers will be assigned to groups. The default setting means you have to use the WSUS admin tool to assign computers to groups. The second option uses group policy or registry settings on the computers to determine which group the computer is a member of. On a large network, this is a better way of performing administration on your network. In a moment, I will create a group policy to configure my client computer, so I will leave it on the second option. And the next option, and press OK. The next option is the Server Cleanup Wizard. The Server Cleanup Wizard lets you perform some maintenance on your server. As you can see, there are quite a lot of options that you can select in the WSUS Cleanup Wizard. The first option allows you to delete unused updates and update revisions that have expired or have not been approved for more than 30 days. The next option allows you to remove computers that have not contacted the server in the last 30 days. Personally, I would be careful about using this option because mobile users or users that take extended holidays may be removed from the server by mistake. 30 days may seem to be a long time, but when someone is on an extended holiday or in an office that is far from the network, taking this option may remove their computer when it's still in the service. The next option removes any unneeded update files. These files are not required by WSUS server or required by any downstream servers for that matter. You also have a tick box which will remove expired updates. This includes updates that you have been declined in the administrative tool, that you have declined in or have expired. The next option removes superseded updates which have not been approved but have been superseded by Microsoft. This simply means that there's a newer update that is available. Once I have decided on which maintenance options that I need, when I press next, WSUS will perform maintenance right away. Depending on how many computers that are removed and added to your network will really determine how long this maintenance will run. Given that, if I now exit out of this wizard, the next option is a reporting rollup. Reporting rollup essentially means that any downstream servers will send reporting data to this server, which will then be included in this server's report. Since I don't have any downstream servers configured, I won't worry about setting any options in here for the moment. The option email notification allows user to send administrator emails when new updates are available, and also you can configure to send status reports about WSUS servers. The option Microsoft Update Services simply allows you to select whether you want to participate in the program. The personalization option allows you to configure how information will be displayed in your WSUS. For example, you could choose to filter out data reported from your replica servers. You could also choose which to do alerts generate and which ones to ignore. The last configuration wizard runs the same wizard that ran when I first installed WSUS. If you cancel the wizard when you first installed it, you need to run the wizard again through here, through this option. Now that WSUS is configured, I will perform the first synchronization, the option now in the right hand side. If I select the synchronization job, you can see down the bottom of the screen how much of the process has completed. The first synchronization always takes the longest. But synchronization after this will be completed a lot faster.